Welcome back to Keys and Cafecito, the podcast where we make home buying a little less overwhelming, one cafecito at a time. I'm your host, Anna Franklin, and today we are diving into the side of mobile home purchases that no one talks about enough: getting approved by the mobile home park. So, if you've ever thought, okay, I found the mobile home I love, now what? This episode is for you. Spoiler alert, it's not just about financing. It's about getting approved by a park that might still use fax machines. Let's break it down. When you're buying a mobile home that's located in a park, the park itself gets to say whether or not you can live there. That's because you're not buying the land, you're leasing the space. So even if your offer is accepted and your loan is approved, if the park says no, your deal is dead. It's basically a separate application process outside of escrow. And honestly, it's the Wild West. Parks usually review three things: your credit score, your income, your background, sometimes criminal history, and eviction records. Each park has its own rules, and they're not always published anywhere. Some want three times the space rent and monthly income. Others want a 700 plus credit score. And sometimes they don't even tell you what the criteria is. I've had clients approved with no issues and others denied with zero explanation. Okay, so let me give you some real examples of my own escrows throughout the years. One time, my client's application got denied 18 days into escrow. It was just 12 days before we were supposed to close. We had the loan, we had the inspections, everything was in motion, and boom, denied. No reason given. Sorry, we're just not approving this applicant. Another time, we submitted the park application on day zero, literally the very first day of escrow. The approval didn't even come in until day 32. And that's with me harassing the manager to get that park approval done. You heard that right. This was after the scheduled 30-day close of escrow. And in both cases, the park was using paper files and an outsourced screening company that was impossible to get a hold of. No online portal, no email updates, just silence. I want you to imagine being a first time buyer. You're already nervous, you're doing everything right, and then you're stuck waiting because someone at a property management company in another state is quote unquote processing your background check using who knows what kind of system. It's not just frustrating, it can really cost you money. You might be paying for inspections, appraisals, or moving plans out of pocket, all while waiting on this gatekeeper that you can't even talk to directly. And the kicker, there's no legal deadline. Some parks take a few days, others, weeks. So let's talk solutions. Here are a few things you can do as a buyer or a buyer's agent. Submit the application ASAP. Like, I'm talking the moment escrow opens. Call the park directly, check in, ask for timelines. I have no problem bothering park managers to get that stuff done. Get a copy of their approval criteria if possible. This can help you avoid surprises. Have your lender help you prep. Some lenders will walk you through your debt to income to make sure that you are likely to qualify. And include a park approval contingency in your offer. This protects your deposit in case you are denied. And finally, work with an agent who knows mobile homes. This is not your average real estate deal. There are extra layers, extra paperwork, extra chances for things to fall through. You need someone who's been in the trenches and knows how to navigate the mess. Look, mobile homes aren't always my favorite deals to work on, if I'm being totally honest. The park approval process is outdated and frustrating, but I do believe in helping people find an affordable path to homeownership. And for a lot of families, especially first time or first gen buyers, mobile homes can be just that path. So that's why I keep showing up. That's why I keep fighting for my clients, even when we're 30 days deep and still waiting on a fax. If you learned something today, or if you're thinking about buying a mobile home yourself, go ahead and share this episode with a friend or send it to your group chat. You know the one. And don't forget to follow Keys and Cafecito wherever you listen to your podcasts. We've got more mobile home content coming your way soon, and all the tips ever to buy your first property, along with tips for buyers, sellers, and everyone in between. Thanks for hanging out. Talk soon, mi gente.